Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Somebody's trying to draw this and they're using the line tool and then trying to pick. Well, let me just show you real quick. If you did that, you'd have to make it really, really thick. And let's make it like, let's make it a whole inch. But then you'd have to go and hit F12 on your keyboard and pick one of the variegated lines. And you could spend hours or a long time doing that. So my suggestion, I'm going to hit P and put this in the center page. It's probably not going to be in the center because it's inside of a picture box. But I'm going to take an ellipse and I'm going to hit P. It's pretty close. Let me make it yellow. Hopefully you can see that. So I'm just trying to get the relative size of the box. Well, I did pretty good there. Let's take and hold down the shift key and let it grow from the outside. We're a little bit off. Let me set my nudge factor on like 0.01 and nudge my box up. I'm going to call that good enough. Then I'm going to take my ellipse. I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate. While holding down the control button, I'm going to have it grow from the outside. And then I'm going to Control D again and then hold it down. Hold down the control button or the shift key. And there you have it. Now I've counted there's, I thought there were 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But you've got to take into the fact that the space looks like about half of what it is. So I'm going to take a 2-point line and hold down the control button. I'm going to hit P and I'm going to rotate it 10 degrees. That's what it is right there. And then I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate and I'm going to mirror it. That's all you need to do. Now let's move this out of the way. Tell you what, I'll nudge it so in case I want it back. Well, my circles are yellow. You just can't see them. So let's make them red. So there's your space between the circles and your circle. All you have to do, let's even use that color. Fill that in. And I would nudge this out of the way and then get rid of all this. Well, we're going to need that circle back in a second. But because we're working the center of the page, we can bring in our indexing lines. I'm just bringing in my indexing lines and hitting P. Now, if that was 10 degrees and 10 degrees is 20, but we need half of it, so we're going to rotate it 30. Control D, make a duplicate, double click on it, and I'm actually going to use my hotkey, Alternate C, and I'm going to rotate this 30 degrees. Control D, 60 degrees, Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D. See, it came out perfectly. Now I'm going to nudge I don't have to nudge, I'm going to just hit P and put it in the center of the page. I don't know if they need that background. We're still set on that same color. If they needed that background, I'm going to get rid of my indexing lines. And let's take a rectangle. And now it'd be better not to use a smart fill tool. So if we're going to use a smart fill tool, we need to nudge that out of the way. Let's get the smart fill tool and let's grab that eyedropper and make this that color. That's not a standard Corel color. Go up to Object, Order, Front of Page. And I'd be begged to tell you if you could tell the difference, with the exception of that his picture is fuzzy and mine is vector. Now, I don't know that if it came across whatever size he wanted, so you could always resize this. I'm going to Control G to group it. I would hold down the shift key to make it grow proportionately. But I don't, whenever somebody sends me a picture, I don't know what size it actually is. That's probably the best way to do it. Now I could have spun those lines all the way around, let me just do that real quick. There's another option. Let's hit P, put that in the center page. I grouped it together, so I'm going to ungroup it. And we rotated this guy 10 degrees. Well, you know what we could do? After you got that, we could shift select both those lines, Control G to group them, and make a duplicate by Control D, and then rotate that 30 degrees. And then Control D, Control D, Control D. And then what you do is just take your Smart Fill tool. My way is probably quicker, but just take your Smart Fill tool, reset that color, and just fill these in. So more than one way to do this. The rotation is going to work anyway. Anyway, I hope that answered this question, and thank you for watching.